Hi, my name is Tony. I work for Good Teachers Union. Today I'm going to talk about some people that should just not venture to China. After living here for a while, developed 6 different types of people that are better off just staying home. Okay, so let's get right into it. Number 6, if you're not ready to come to China, then just don't come. Just like traveling anywhere else, there's certain things that you just have to get used to. You just have to roll with the punches, and China's no different. One of the biggest things for me was the manners or lack thereof. When you're getting onto or off the subway in big cities like Beijing, for example, expect to get pushed, shoved, crammed into the subway throughout the day, no matter where you are. That's just how it is. China, especially being isolated and separated from the rest of the world for such a long time, they developed a lot of cultural norms and a lot of differences that you'll just have to get used to and have to deal with. But that should be one of the things that's drawing you to China to begin with.
What is this? Vanishing cream for my girlfriend, maybe? Smells good at least, I guess.
People that are coming to China to teach, if they don't want to teach, then they should just stay home. One of the easiest ways to come and live in China for an extended period of time is teaching English as a foreign language, or TEFL. It's the easiest way to stay here, live, travel around China, and get a good sense of the culture. With that being said, if coming to China to teach, your first priority is not teaching, then you aren't going to try very hard or be very good at it. Remember, when you're here teaching, you're affecting people's lives. They're expecting to learn English. If traveling, partying, or anything else is above your top priority of teaching, then you're just going to fail at it and people are not going to like you. Whether you are teaching in a kindergarten, learning center, or university, teaching should be your #1 priority. No matter what you are doing, you should always strive to give it your best shot and leave a good impression. And teaching in China is no different. Oh, here we go. From 1976, Chairman Mao. A little bit small, I think, though.
Combat ready fang pouch.
People who are abnormally patriotic or naturalistic should not come to China. What do I mean by this? Well, there's some people that think that their country is simply better than everyone else's. Regardless, there's no argument, there's no talking about it, their country is better. This will be a hard time for you here in China because Chinese people are the same way. Everyone believes their country is the best, but if you have a view that, oh, China's poor and dirty, or that kind of thing, then you're not going to have a good time. Not only that, but conversing with foreigners will also be difficult as well. You meet people from all over here, Africa, the rest of Asia, Europe, and North and South America. If you have the viewpoint that your country can beat out any other country, then people are going to tire of you pretty quickly. And you're going to just hate being in China because of your idealistic views of your home country. people who shouldn't come to China that are overly patriotic or nationalistic. I would think this would be more of a problem with Americans who think that their country is better than every other country, but no country is immune to this. If you come to China thinking that your country is the best, regardless, point blank, no questions asked, then you're not going to have a good time here. Conversing with Chinese and just being in China is going to be a drag for you, because you'll always be comparing it to your idealistic views of your home country. This will also affect how you interact with foreigners. People are going to tire of you pretty quickly if all you can talk about is how great your country is, whether it be South Africa, America, the UK, or anywhere else. People who shouldn't have come to China who expect to live exactly like they did in their home country. I know people who like to eat McDonald's and fish and chips all day, even though they're in China. If coming to China and eating a Big Mac is your idea of traveling, then it's probably better that you just stay home. The same goes for partying all the time. I don't know why people do this. Getting drunk and going out a few times a week would get old pretty quick, you would think. But some people think that this is experiencing China. Really, everyone has bar stories and they're all pretty much the same. But how many people have Great Wall stories or stories about the Terracotta Warriors or traveling to multiple different cities in China? That's really what you came to China for, isn't it? And along with that is learning the language. It'll help you get better deals, converse with people, and just get through day-to-day life. You don't have to be fluent, but knowing a few basic words in Chinese will go a long way. Not only that, but Chinese people really appreciate it when you attempt to learn their language. You'll be able to make friends and you'll enjoy your experience on a whole a lot more in China. Number two, people who aren't comfortable in their own skin shouldn't come to China. Even though China is really populated, it has 5 out of the top 15 most populated cities in the world, it gets lonely sometimes. For me, Beijing, for example, has 21 million people, but when I first came here, I was kind of lonely. Finally, finding and making friends, it kind of takes a while. Not only the language barrier, but finding other people that share the same schedule as you, it can get kind of frustrating being able to spend time with another person. So you have to get used to going out and exploring the city on your own. That's just how it is. Halfway, Bon. Okay, second half. The other thing is get used to people staring at you. Chinese people stare at you pretty much if you're not Chinese. I get stared at, all my friends get stared at. When we were at the Great Wall, for example, a group of Chinese people just came up to us and asked us to take pictures with them, complete strangers, only in China. So that's just something that you have to get used to. Sometimes people want to come up and touch your hair or touch your skin. It's very unique, but it's part of the experiences of living in China. Yeah. Finally, number one, don't come to China if you aren't ready for an adventure. To me, this encapsulates most of the things we've already talked about. If you aren't ready to adapt, if you aren't comfortable in your own skin, or if you want to live like you did back home, you're not going to have a good time here. For people like me, coming to China, not knowing a lick of English, everything, not knowing a lick of Chinese, everything is an adventure. Ordering food, you have to look for pictures or just order off the guy in front of you and hope it tastes good. Everything can turn into an adventure. So looking for bed sheets, finding a new SIM card or a new cell phone can turn into an all-day affair. For me, and hopefully for you too, that's one of the lures that's drawing you to China, is the sense of adventure. Okay, so that's the 6 types of people that should not come to China. Do you have any other ones? Leave your suggestions in the comments below. Also, don't forget to put a thumbs up on the video if you liked it, and subscribe to our channel, Good Teachers Union, for more videos. Also, you can visit our website at www.goodteachersunion.org. Thanks for watching. Zaijian.